both, OK, these different grips and maybe what you like and what you don't like and the pros and cons, I would say, of them too.
100%. I mean, conventional grip is just the easiest one. It's kind of how you put your hands on the golf club, whether it's conventional this way or you go overlap. You know, you can even do 10 fingers, but more conventional is kind of right hand low and left hand high for a professional golfer, you know, for a right-handed golfer. And it's just, you know, it comes naturally, you know, so you're not deviating too much from your what you feel normally out there. Yeah. Another one that everybody tries to, the original anti-yip grip was left hand low. That also squares up the shoulders, kind of gets the shoulders paired, where this your right shoulder can get down a little bit. But this one, left hand or left shoulder a little bit lower. The left arm wants to stay straight, and it's just kind of more of a pendulum back and forth, keeping this thing straight and rolling it down there. Now, this is where it gets interesting, I think, with when we first saw the claw grip. Chris DeMarco comes to mind on the PGA Tour for me because he came out and he was here and his whole hand was gripped like this. It literally was like this. He gripped it like this. That's why they call it the claw. Now we've got all kinds of iterations. You know, we have it here, Tommy goes here. And what that does is basically trying to keep this whole arm in a plane when they do it this way. So if you see Tommy and those guys, they keep this more centered right here. And so what that does, they're just trying to take this on a plane this way. I can't quite do it. My arms.
Yeah, I'm seeing you.
I know.
I can see.
See, this always kind of wants to go this way. Tommy does it the same way, but if you look at Scotty Scheffler, he's more here, and this whole thing is one plane, and that's what he's trying to do. I've tried all of these grips, so it still takes the right hand out because there's not nearly as much movement. See, it doesn't work. But the
not using that.
How they do it? When they go down here and they anchor this here, and they can either anchor it here, they can go this way, but at some point this grip, whether it's with your hand or if it's the grip right here, this is an anchored position right here. And so what that does, it takes all hand movement out of it. So it's just here, and it's a rock of the shoulders back and forth. Now, whether you want to think just about your left shoulder rocking back and forth, that's what Lee Trevino explained to me earlier this year. Oh, I got it down. I got an arm lock, and just think about my left shoulder going back and forth. To me, it looks like Bryson DeChambeau tries to anchor it. You know, this is where his point is because he's very rigid. And right in the middle of his spine is where he wants this thing to be the fulcrum. Again, it's what do you feel? How do you feel it? What's going to give you the best opportunity to go out there and feel like you've got a great chance of making it? Listen, whatever you decide to do, it's going to take hundreds, if not thousands of hours to perfect, to get comfortable with. You can't do it here on the putting green, though. You got to do it on the golf course in competition with something on the line. That's where you're going to learn exactly if it's going to work or if it's not. You know, when you got 40,000 people and you're trying to make a putt on the 72nd hole at the Open, you better be sure that grip is going to help you out when things get a little bit dicey.
Yeah, indeed. Beem, a final